Hi there, it's Erica from Etiquette and welcome to my Tea in Mind tip. And today it's all about Milky Oolong tea, and I'm going to show you how to brew in a Gaiwan. And while we're doing that, our tea routine is all about breathing, because oolongs relate to the metal elements, which in turn relate to your lung and large intestine. So it's really important that we all are breathing properly, using as much of our breath in and out as possible, and really trying to stay as relaxed as possible. So this is a really good routine or habit to get into. If you can just take yourself away for 10 minutes, and yeah, it's great to do it with others, it's great to do it by yourself, just whatever you need. So a Gaiwan is essentially a 3-part lidded vessel like this. And it's made of non-porous porcelain, which is really great, so it means you can brew lots of different teas in it. The porcelain's not going to taint the taste of the tea or retain the tastes and flavours. It's great for all sorts of whole loose leaf teas, whether it's black, oolong, green or white or pu'er. It's so versatile. So as I said, I'm going to be brewing Milky Oolong in it today. So I'll just show you how to go about that. So for oolongs, we need water that is around about 95 degrees ideally. So boil the kettle and let it cool for just about a minute or so to bring the temperature down. Or you can simply pour your boiling water straight into a jug, and that will drop the temperature by about 5 degrees or so. And it's really important to make sure that you've got freshly drawn water, as fresh water as possible. You don't want water that's sat in the kettle for hours or water that's been reboiled, because you're going to lose all the natural oxygens and things which are in the water, which really makes the tea come alive. So a large part of your tea is obviously water, so it makes a huge difference. So then we've got fresh water and our tea leaves. So we just want about a teaspoon of tea, because this holds about 50 millilitres of water. So it's quite a small one, it's great for 1 or 2 people. If you've got a larger Gaiwan, obviously you need more tea. So yeah, 2.5 grams, 1 teaspoon, really simple. I'm going to pop that in there. And then you want to what's called wash the leaves. Now when you're pouring water onto the leaves, you don't want to pour directly so that you burn the leaves. You want to try get the water just round the outside on the sides of the Gaiwan. And I just want to cover the leaves with the water. And then immediately I'm going to pour it off. But I'm going to pour it straight into my little tasting cups here to heat them up. And then you can either taste that one or you can discard it, the first one. Personally, I always like to drink it. There we go. So that's you wash the leaves, and then you're ready for your first infusion. The beauty of the Gaiwan as well, that you can, when you lift the lid, you get such an amazing intense aroma. So let me just pour that on gently. There we go. And you can use the lid just to make sure you've got all the leaves in the water, get rid of any little bubbles. Perfect. So next I will show you how to hold a Gaiwan, and to do that you just need your first 2 fingers and your thumb, and you're going to hold the sides like this. Now don't grip it too tightly. As with everything, it's much better if you relax. And then you can either, so you want to place your lid at an angle, so it depends how fine your leaves are, how much of an angle that you leave. And you just either, I generally just bend my first finger and hold the lid like this. Or some people extend their finger. I'm quite clumsy, so I'm trying to avoid anything that's going to burn my fingers. So there we go. Really simple. Don't grip it too tightly and hold it right near the top so that it's not going to get too hot for your fingers. And you just want to let it brew for about 30 seconds or so, and again it's all personal preference. Now you can either pour straight into your little tasting cups here, or this is optional, you can pour it into what's called a sharing jug or an equaliser jug, which has the added benefit that when you pour from your jug, everyone's going to get the same strength of tea, whereas if you pour straight into little cups, you might get the first one a little bit weaker than the second one a little bit stronger. So again, it's personal preference. So when you're ready to pour, first of all, I would just have another quick smell of the leaves themselves. And then you just want to pour straight into your equaliser jug. Another little tip is it's great to pour straight on. Don't try and twist it because you're at risk of the water running down and burning your fingers. And we don't want that, it can be a disaster. And make sure you get every last drop out of that, you don't want to waste any of it. And then you're ready to enjoy your first infusion. And again, it's really good idea to either do some simple box breathing, that's in for 5, hold it for 5, out for 5, hold it for 5, or just take some simple deep breaths and just be aware of where you are, what's going on right now. Don't worry about the past, don't be anxious about the future, just try and be right in the present moment. And think of your tea and the whole process that it's gone through to get here. Especially a tea like this Milky Oolong. So Milky Oolong is traditionally from Taiwan, and it's generally a really high grown mountain tea. It doesn't actually have any milk in it, contrary to the name, but it does have a really soft, buttery, creamy taste. Yeah, you've got to be very careful that it's an authentic Milky Oolong and not one like an oolong tea that's just got some milk flavouring in it, because that's just not what you're looking for at all. So yeah, the milk taste itself comes from how it's harvested and a specific cultivar that's used. So as I said, it's generally very high grown, and the technique of making oolongs, and this particular oolongs, is very, very time intensive, and it's very, very precise, so you get that amazing milky taste. It's almost got a hint of vanilla as well. And then when you're ready, you can brew your second infusion. So you just look at how much the leaves have opened up, they've really opened up there and unfurled. And every time you infuse or steep this tea, you'll get different tastes from it. Also often depends on your moods and how you're feeling, lots of different things. So there's 3 main things to look for when you are brewing tea and when you're trying to be present and in the moment. You've got the dry leaf first of all, and then the wet leaf itself, and then the liquor. But I also like to add in a 4th, which is how does it actually make you feel, because some teas can leave you feeling very, very energised and ready to go. Other teas can leave you feeling quite relaxed. Lots of teas do both, obviously. So it's just something else to be aware of. So yeah, this infusion then can brew for about 40 seconds, just a little bit longer than the first one. And you can keep going with your infusions. It will definitely take 3, maybe 4 infusions. Again, it's personal preference, just experiment, and it's up to you. Lovely. So once it's ready to pour, just put your lid at a slight angle, put your first finger into the little slot, second finger and thumb lightly holding the edges, and then you're just ready to pour. And make sure you get every last drop. And then just enjoy the time, whether you're by yourself or you're sharing it with some friends or loved ones. And just enjoy that time that you have. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for some more videos soon.